Today, I want to share the inspiring success story of VOZINHA, a football goalkeeper whose journey proves that dreams can come true at any age. VOZINHA, whose real name is Josimar Diaz, comes from the small island nation of Cape Verde. Unlike many famous football stars, he did not become famous as a teenager. He spent years playing in smaller leagues and working hard away from the spotlight. His career took him through clubs in Cape Verde, Angola, Moldova, Cyprus, Portugal, and other countries. Step by step, he kept improving and never stopped believing in himself. Many football players retire in their late 30s. However, VOZINHA continued training, competing, and representing his country. His dedication paid off when Cape Verde qualified for its first FIFA World Cup. At 40 years old, he finally reached football's biggest stage, becoming one of the oldest players ever to make a World Cup debut. The moment that changed his life came during Cape Verde's World Cup match against Spain. Spain was one of the strongest teams in the tournament and was expected to win comfortably. But VOZINHA produced an incredible performance, making 7 important saves and helping Cape Verde earn a historic result. Fans around the world were amazed by his bravery, skill, and determination. He was named Player of the Match and instantly became a global football hero. What makes his story special is not just the match itself, it is the fact that he waited decades for this opportunity. While many people give up when success takes too long, VOZINHA remained patient and continued working hard. His story teaches us that success does not always come quickly. Sometimes it arrives after years of effort, sacrifice, and persistence. Football fans on social media praised him as an example of perseverance. Many admired how a 40-year-old goalkeeper could perform at such a high level against one of the world's best teams. In conclusion, VOZINHA's success story is about never giving up on your dreams. He showed the world that age is not a barrier and that determination can lead to extraordinary achievements. His journey from a small island nation to becoming a World Cup hero is an inspiration for all of us. There is another reason why VOZINHA's story is so powerful. He achieved his greatest moment at an age when many athletes have already retired. Society often tells us that opportunities become limited as we grow older. VOZINHA proved that this belief is not always true. He showed that passion, preparation, and self-belief can keep a dream alive for decades. His journey is also a reminder that every successful person has a story that people do not see. Fans usually notice the big matches, the celebrations, and the achievements. They do not see the early morning training sessions, the disappointments, the injuries, or the sacrifices made along the way. VOZINHA's success was built on thousands of unseen hours of effort. For young people, his story carries an important message. Do not compare your progress with others. Some people achieve success early, while others achieve it later in life. What matters is continuing to improve and staying committed to your goals. VOZINHA did not become famous overnight. His success came through consistency and patience. Another inspiring aspect of his career is resilience. Every athlete experiences difficult moments. There are losses, mistakes, and setbacks. A goalkeeper especially faces enormous pressure because one mistake can change the result of a match. Yet VOZINHA learned from challenges instead of allowing them to defeat him. This resilience helped him grow stronger throughout his career. His achievements have also increased the visibility of Cape Verde in international football. Many people around the world learned about the country because of the performances of VOZINHA and his teammates. This demonstrates how one person's dedication can bring pride and recognition to an entire nation. Imagine how many times he could have quit during his long career. Imagine how many obstacles stood in his way. Yet he continued believing in himself. That is what makes his success story truly extraordinary. It is not just a football story. It is a story about courage, patience, and perseverance. In the end, VOZINHA teaches us a simple but powerful lesson. Never stop believing in your dreams. Success may take longer than expected, but with determination and hard work, remarkable things can happen. His journey from a little-known goalkeeper to a World Cup hero will continue to inspire people for many years to come. I would like to continue with another aspect of VOZINHA's journey that deserves attention, his ability to adapt to change. Throughout his career, VOZINHA played football in different countries, cultures, and environments. Every move required him to adjust to new teammates, coaches, languages, and styles of play. Many people find change difficult, but he learned how to adapt wherever he went. This flexibility became one of his greatest strengths. It teaches us that success often depends on our ability to learn and grow in unfamiliar situations. Goalkeeping is one of the most demanding positions in football. A striker can miss several chances and still become a hero by scoring later. A goalkeeper does not have that luxury. Every decision must be made in a fraction of a second. VOZINHA spent years developing concentration, decision-making, and mental sharpness. These qualities are useful not only in sports but also in everyday life. Whether we are students, professionals, or leaders, making calm decisions under pressure is an important skill. Another interesting lesson from VOZINHA's career is the value of experience. Modern society often celebrates youth, but experience has its own power. Over the years, VOZINHA learned how to read opponents, anticipate danger, and communicate effectively with defenders. These abilities cannot always be learned from books or training sessions. They come from years of practice and observation. His story also highlights the importance of responsibility. As a goalkeeper, he often served as the last line of defense. His teammates depended on him in critical moments. Rather than being intimidated by this responsibility, he embraced it. He understood that leadership sometimes means accepting pressure instead of avoiding it. VOZINHA's career demonstrates that achievement is not always measured by headlines. Many people contribute greatly to their teams and communities without receiving constant attention. He continued performing his role with dedication regardless of whether cameras were focused on him. This attitude reminds us that doing our job well is important even when nobody is watching. Another remarkable quality is his professionalism during difficult periods. Every athlete experiences seasons that do not go according to plan. There may be injuries, losses, or periods of poor performance. What separates successful people from others is often their response to these challenges. VOZINHA maintained his commitment and continued preparing for future opportunities. His journey also shows the importance of representing something larger than yourself. Whenever he stepped onto the field, he carried the hopes of teammates, supporters, and fellow citizens. This sense of purpose can be a powerful source of motivation. When people work for a cause greater than personal success, they often discover strengths they never knew they possessed. There is also an important lesson about humility. Despite reaching international recognition, VOZINHA remained focused on the game rather than seeking attention. Humility allows individuals to keep learning even after achieving success. Those who believe they know everything stop improving. Those who remain humble continue growing. We can also learn from the way he handled uncertainty. No athlete knows exactly what the future will bring. Careers can change quickly. Instead of worrying about things beyond his control, VOZINHA concentrated on preparation. This mindset is valuable for everyone. We cannot control every outcome, but we can control our effort, attitude, and preparation. Finally, VOZINHA's story reminds us that every person has a unique path. Some journeys are fast while others take many years. Some people become famous early while others achieve recognition much later. There is no single timetable for success. What matters is continuing to move forward with purpose and commitment. For this reason, VOZINHA's legacy extends beyond football. He represents adaptability, responsibility, experience, humility, and perseverance. His example encourages us to face challenges with confidence, welcome new opportunities, and remain dedicated to our goals regardless of how long the journey may be. One of the most remarkable things about VOZINHA is that he never became discouraged by the lack of worldwide recognition. For many years, football fans outside Cape Verde hardly knew his name. While other players were making headlines and earning huge contracts, VOZINHA quietly focused on improving his game. He understood that true success is not always about fame. It is about giving your best every day. His journey also highlights the importance of patience. In today's world, many people expect immediate results. Students want instant success in exams, athletes want quick victories, and professionals want rapid promotions. VOZINHA's story teaches us that some goals take years to achieve. Instead of rushing, he trusted the process and continued moving forward one step at a time. Another lesson we can learn from him is loyalty to his country. Throughout his career, VOZINHA proudly represented Cape Verde whenever he had the opportunity. He became a symbol of hope for young footballers in his nation. His achievements showed them that even players from small countries can compete on the world's biggest stage. When Cape Verde qualified for the World Cup, many people saw it as a victory not just for a football team but for an entire nation. Vozinha's experience and leadership played an important role in helping his teammates believe in themselves. He showed that confidence and teamwork can help overcome even the strongest opponents. His success reminds us that greatness is not measured only by trophies or money. It is measured by character, perseverance, and the positive impact we have on others. Vozinha earned respect because he continued fighting for his dream, no matter how long it took. Today, his name inspires football fans around the world. His story proves that success can come at any age and that determination can turn ordinary people into extraordinary examples for others. Another fascinating part of Vozinha's journey is the role that patience played in shaping his character. In today's fast moving world, people often want immediate rewards. However, his career followed a different path. Year after year, he focused on gradual improvement instead of searching for shortcuts. This approach teaches us that lasting success is often built through small daily actions rather than one dramatic moment. An important quality that helped Vozinha was self-control. Football is an emotional sport. Players experience excitement, disappointment, pressure, and criticism. A goalkeeper must remain calm regardless of what is happening around him. Imagine thousands of spectators watching, opponents attacking, and teammates depending on you. In those moments, emotional control becomes as important as physical skill. Vozinha developed the ability to stay focused even under intense pressure. His story also shows the value of preparation. Successful performances do not begin when a match starts, they begin long before. Goalkeepers spend hours studying opponents, practicing reactions, improving positioning, and preparing mentally. Vozinha understood that preparation creates confidence. When people know they have prepared well, they are able to face challenges with greater belief in themselves. Another lesson comes from his ability to handle expectations. As his reputation grew, so did the expectations of fans and teammates. Many people struggle when others expect more from them. Some become nervous while others lose confidence after making mistakes. Vozinha learned to view expectations as a sign of trust rather than a burden. This mindset helped him continue performing at a high level. His career is also an example of commitment. Commitment means continuing to work toward a goal even when enthusiasm is low. Everyone feels motivated sometimes, but true commitment appears on difficult days. Vozinha continued training and competing through different stages of life because he remained committed to his profession. A goalkeeper's position requires excellent communication. During matches, goalkeepers constantly organize defenders, provide instructions, and help maintain team structure. Through this responsibility, Vozinha developed strong communication skills. He learned that success in team sports depends not only on personal talent but also on helping others perform better. There is also a lesson about trust. Every football team must trust its goalkeeper. Defenders trust the goalkeeper to protect the goal. The goalkeeper trusts defenders to block attacks. This relationship demonstrates how trust strengthens performance. Vozinha earned that trust through reliability and consistency. He became someone his teammates could depend on during important moments. His journey highlights another important idea: growth never ends. Some people stop learning after reaching a certain level of success. Vozinha continued seeking improvement throughout his career. He remained open to new techniques, training methods, and ideas. This willingness to learn helped him stay competitive for many years. Another remarkable feature of his story is courage. Goalkeepers regularly place themselves in risky situations to stop goals. They dive at opponents' feet, challenge powerful shots, and make split-second decisions. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the ability to act despite fear. Vozinha demonstrated this quality repeatedly throughout his career. His experience also teaches us about perspective. During difficult periods, it can be easy to focus only on problems. Successful individuals learn to focus on possibilities instead. Vozinha looked beyond temporary setbacks and kept his attention on future opportunities. This positive outlook helped him maintain momentum even during challenging times. Another lesson from his journey is consistency. Extraordinary achievements often receive attention, but consistency is what makes those achievements possible. Day after day, month after month, and year after year, Vozinha continued to perform his responsibilities. Consistency may not be exciting, but it is one of the foundations of success. We can also learn from his respect for the game. Great athletes understand that talent should never lead to arrogance. Respect for teammates, opponents, coaches, and supporters creates a healthy environment for growth. Vozinha's professionalism earned admiration from people both inside and outside football. His story reminds us that leadership is not always loud. Some leaders inspire through speeches while others inspire through actions. Vozinha often led by setting an example. His discipline, preparation, and dedication encouraged others to raise their own standards. Finally, Vozinha's journey teaches us about legacy. A legacy is not simply what a person achieves, it is the influence they leave behind. Long after matches are forgotten, people will remember the lessons his career represents: patience, courage, communication, preparation, consistency, trust, and lifelong learning. For young people everywhere, these lessons are valuable regardless of their profession. Whether someone dreams of becoming an athlete, teacher, engineer, doctor, entrepreneur, or artist, the same principles apply. Success grows through preparation, commitment, adaptability, and the willingness to keep improving. That is why Vozinha's story is much more than a football story. It is a story about personal growth, responsibility, and the power of never stopping the pursuit of excellence.